company, we've got many women in senior positions. For women to thrive in our company or in any company, and certainly in AB InBev in the beer industry, it's critical that they are the best. Great integrity, honesty, authenticity, not pretending to be a man, just being yourself and the best version of yourself.
Nile Breweries, as a part of AB InBev, is part of the team on the UN that is fighting for diversity and inclusion. And of course, if you're fighting for diversity and inclusion, you make sure that the workplace is actually better and made better for the ladies year in, year out.
ABI has been, I think, one of the biggest advocates of diversity and inclusion, and we've been given numerous chances to compete for jobs that traditionally would have been jobs that are meant for men.
My whole career progression in this business has been a milestone for me. From when I became a sales manager, I think was the first female, to a district manager, first female, to now the head of logistics and planning, where it was almost unheard of to have women heading that business. That to me is a milestone for me.
I have had to work with men, with engineers doing the same job. I have had to brew and make beer and sit on the same table with them.
And brewing being the department with the highest number of female employees. Actually, brewing has a ratio of 31% female in my department. And if you look at the performance-wise, we're doing very well.
I'll give an example of our recruitment policy. When we're doing all our adverts, we will make sure we actually tell the public we are a gender equality organization.
We've had, I think, a fair representation at interview level for jobs that are probably considered as filled jobs and where women would not naturally want to compete for the jobs.
As a company, we have an obligation to ensure that we don't have biases in our career advancement processes. And we are very conscious of these things, and we actually put a lot of work in ensuring we've got an equal opportunity environment. Having a few great examples in our leadership team that are women is very inspiring for younger women in our company. For instance, in sales, women had to believe that they're promoted from a local area rep, which don't drive cars, to a rep position who drive cars, and it's a manual car. Many women believe that women are not able to drive manual cars, which obviously is not true, right? So we've got many great sales reps that are women, and now what we now do is we give women a few extra lessons in driving, and it's a very simple tweak in our process that allows for equal opportunity.
I've always been like the first female, I think I'm a trial here, like the first female costing accountant that they had in the packaging hall. And during that time, the achievement was the beer loss was at 2.7%, and during my time it was reduced to 0.6%.
Women in Nile Breweries have got the best soft skills. Now, if I talk of soft skills, you talk about things like conflict resolution, things like emotional intelligence, things like empathy, things like even developing employees.
We do lots of trainings as a business. We do internal trainings, we do online trainings, we have what we call ABI University, a whole university having lots of material. On a few occasions, we take people out of the country for various trainings if we don't have the skills in country. We have good performance measurement systems in the workplace. We call it OPR, our Organization and Performance Reviews. They happen once in a year. If someone gets a specific rating, it is up to the business to ensure that that person gets a promotion within that very year.
As a manager, sometimes you just need to be flexible, and if you see that a woman is struggling juggling all the balls in her life, that you're a bit flexible in working hours and work together, right, so that women can thrive in the job.
We have also the open office policy, which allows and encourages our open communication in the workplace. The promotion on merit that we have a lady knows that if I am performing and if I am a performer, I will definitely get promoted. We also have the anti-harassment policy, which will protect the women against any form of harassment, whether sexual harassment or whichever form of harassment that you can think of.
We went into our own market, and one of the things we identified was that sexual harassment is such a huge problem in our Ugandan market, and it is a topic that is uncomfortable for both men and women. What better way to get consumers to pay attention and listen than for the biggest brand, the most masculine brand in the Ugandan market, to speak up, take a stance and say, hey guys, listen, you know, there is no excuse for sexual harassment.
We have an excellent maternity policy. Our maternity policy is for 4 months. When someone has given birth, we want to create nurseries where they can take care of the babies, have your attendant come over with your baby, and you can be able to not to worry about the baby at home and very far away, and you cannot feed the baby. When it comes to our pay scale, we pay according to the job position, not according to the gender.
I have timely pay, like my salary comes in time. You feel you are at peace because we have medical insurance.
Women often don't have voices as loud as men, and men might be a bit more dominant. So it's very important that let women finish their arguments, don't talk over women, and that we judge an argument on its merits and not so much on the loudness of the voice.
When I joined the business, the boardroom was very much male dominated. And in there, the best way to go about it is, as a woman, don't back down. Be respectful, but very solid. Make sure that you arm yourself with the right information, because boardroom discussions are always going to be around the facts and around the numbers.
So and that will give women a better opportunity to be heard. I think men can definitely improve on taking a fairer share of the load, so that women can also focus on their workplace.